All right, I hear a lot of people talking now about whether or not Republicans should impeach Joe Biden. My answer is yes. You 100% have to impeach Joe Biden because all of the evidence that is out there against Joe Biden is now more significant than the allegations that were out there against Richard Nixon, and that's not hyperbole. I really mean it. Far more significant than the issues that were out there about Clinton and Trump in terms of reliable, under oath testimony about criminal behavior. We've got two IRS whistleblowers under oath who have testified that their investigation into Hunter Biden was obstructed by the U.S. Justice Department in order to protect Joe Biden's son, Hunter. That by itself would be an impeachable offense. We've got the FBI now coming out and saying, an agent under oath, that they knew the laptop was real. That in and of itself is further evidence that the Hunter Biden investigation was not fully, fairly, and forthrightly conducted. Significantly, we now have serious allegations that Joe Biden got millions of dollars in payments from Burisma. And as if all of that were not enough, we now have reports that Hunter Biden was paid $1.3 million for his artwork and Hunter Biden's finger paintings, $1.3 million total, including Business Insider says that someone named Elizabeth Hirsch Naftali paid hundreds of thousands of those dollars and then was appointed to a commission for the preservation of America's heritage abroad. So she got an appointment from Joe Biden based on potentially her paying hundreds of thousands of dollars. There is a mystery buyer who scooped up 11 of the paintings for $875,000. So this is crazy. This is really a big deal here. This by itself, to me, would be evidence of corruption because it's basically a money laundering scheme. Hunter Biden is not a professional artist. He's just picked up painting, and he's a brand new artist, and suddenly people are paying over $1 million for his artwork in an effort to curry favor with the Biden regime. This by itself is also worthy of impeachment. There are so many different things. Now, here's the reality. Joe Biden is not going to be removed from office because I don't know what he could do that Democrats in the Senate would suddenly rise up and vote against him, right? 67 senators would require, 18 Democrats to abandon Joe Biden in order for him to be removed from office. It's not going to happen. Democrats are going to line up. Republicans will probably line up. It'll be like 53 to 47 in the Senate. But if Republicans can get the votes in the House, the real reason to do this is because we need primetime hearings. The Washington Post, the New York Times, CNN, MSNBC, they will not cover any of these rampant Biden crime family allegations. They have decided that they are full-throatedly members of a propaganda press. They will not acknowledge the legitimacy of any of this. You probably have read, or hopefully have heard me talk at least, about how the Washington Post, for instance, is basically a Democrat fan site. That is the business model under the subscription basis that it has adopted. And so this isn't about removing Joe Biden from office. It's about holding him accountable for multiple acts that are impeachable in nature. And when they did the January 6th primetime hearings, there were some people who bought into the idea that January 6th was an insurrection and a dangerous time, and there needed to be consequential punishments associated with it directed towards Donald Trump. Some people, crazily, in my opinion, voted in 2022, not based on anything that the Biden administration had done so far, but based on what the overall thoughts were on January 6th, 2 years after that date nearly. So the Republicans need to get their ducks in a row. They need to impeach Joe Biden. I think they need to step over. Look, Merrick Garland should be impeached. I think his behavior as Attorney General is indefensible. I think Mayorkas could certainly be impeached as well. But in general, those are not substantial issues compared to what Joe Biden has done. So I think Biden has to be impeached. This is a no-brainer. To me, it is a 100% necessity.